Welcome back to Fruitopia in Melbourne, Australia. Today, guys, another task, another job, only because of you know who. They keep me busy. They keep me busy, but there's very little choice I have, and that is to net one tree after another in late spring, all summer and all autumn. So that's between October and June. It's a lot of netting. Yeah, I'd rather be doing something else. It's so annoying that I don't even net the cherries anymore. I just give them to the birds. These are European cherries. Guys, I just don't have the energy to go netting every single tree. So I forfeit some trees to the birds. So this is a Bing cherry, America's favorite cherry, and they're just about coming around. But we're not going to do that, guys. We're just not going to do that. Oh, there's the first one, and I bet you it's been nibbled. Yep, look, the first cherry for 2024. See how they got it? So nah, I'm just not interested in going there. I bet many of you would, because everybody loves cherries. Well, I used to, but ever since I discovered the world of tropical fruit, you know, from subtropical up to true tropical, it's a very large group of fruits. I lost interest in some of the cool climate fruits, guys, and cherries is one of them. And boy, oh boy, are they expensive. Oh my God, they're like $20 to $25 a kilogram. What a joke, when they're so easy to grow. But then you got the birds. Look, right? You got the birds. Yeah, I'm just not doing it anymore. I've lost interest. But I'll keep the tree. The tree is very attractive. Very attractive. And I've had it for 18 years. I could easily put a couple of tropicals here. I've got room, one there and one over there, to get rid of these two cherries, but not just yet. Not just yet, guys, because I've run out of room, right? Okay, so today the loquats have started coming. And of course, you know who had the first ones? It sure wasn't me or Kim. She said, "Can you go and pick me one?" And I looked and I looked and I looked. And you know what I found her? I found this. That's what I found Kim. Yeah. So, pure nastiness. And if you're in a part of the world where you don't have birds, oh boy, are you lucky. Are you lucky? Guys, the birds here are like the locusts. You know locusts? When there's a plague of locusts and they're everywhere? Well, we don't have locusts. We have birds. Birds are the locusts. And they eat everything. Look up there where I can't reach. Hang on. I can't reach up there, guys. But they sure can. See that? So it's a real bummer to have to deal with. And look at my neighbor's plum tree. That's, I can't remember the name of it, but it's packed every year. And the birds get those too. He doesn't care, he's an old guy. And he's got a loquat tree as well, and he doesn't care about that either. Hang on, he doesn't get many. I don't know why he doesn't get many on his tree. He only gets about 50, and I get 500. Weird. So yeah, he doesn't cover his trees. The birds get them all. So let's see if there's one here I can eat. Just one. Did they leave me one? They started coming the first week of November, like around November 1st, November 2nd. And I haven't had one because they're all got holes in them. And no, it's not a fruit fly. The fruit fly doesn't touch our loquats because the fruit fly doesn't arrive till summer. So aren't we lucky? See, they got this one too. This one was ready. Hang on. See, look. See how they know? Precision. And it's very windy today. But you know what? I'm going to put a net on it. I am going to net these. To me, these are much more valuable than cherries. Much more valuable than cherries. And I've got another loquat tree over here. So that's the large variety, the large size. Not the largest, but larger. And here is the small size, the smaller ones. Sometimes you get a large one here too, but they're usually small. And I'm not going to net this. The birds can have all these on the house. All these will go to the birds. What a shame, huh? Yeah, I can't put a net up there because this tree is, oh boy, how big. This tree is 30 years old. And it's 2 trunks. 2 trees in one. A bit like my Wirtz avocado. Look at the shape. And I did not plant these 2 loquats over here when I moved here. I planted that one over there. The first one I showed you from a seed. Okay, so yeah, so that's the overview. It's tall, man. It's like at least 5 meters, 15 feet. So there's no way a net will go up there. And I wouldn't want to anyway. I'm not that greedy, guys. So there's only 2 of us. This one here, which I'm gonna net, is only around 3 meters. So we're gonna do this one today. 3 meters by 3 meters. That is about 8 feet by 8 feet. So I'm gonna have to cut some of those up there to get the net on there. So I'll lose that bunch. I'm gonna lose that bunch. That bunch up there, I'm gonna lose that. I'm forced by the birds to take these actions. Look at that. See the hole? Perfect precision. Yeah. I know it sounds like I'm overreacting, but guys, come on. Oh, another grapefruit has fallen. The grapefruits are falling fast. We can't keep up. We've got about 30 in the kitchen that I got to juice. Someone asked me about, aren't you eating too much sweet fruit? Or isn't sweet fruit bad for diabetics? I got a recent comment from a viewer. Oh man. Oh geez, where do I begin? Where do I begin? Let me grab a net from the shed. That's my fruit fly exclusion net that I had on the jujube last season. So we're gonna try and use that. Don't really need fruit fly exclusion nets. A regular bird netting will do, but this one's a beauty. It's nice and big, and you just never know about the fruit fly, right? Oh, I just spent 4 hours in the house assembling a bed. We got a new bed. Took me 4 hours to put it together, and my joints are killing me. And mattress and bed. So I'm a little tired. So yeah, I left this job for last. Yeah, guys, I'm not a young, what do you call it? A young man anymore. I mean, I think like a young man, don't get me wrong. My mind is still 16. 16. I still think like a 16-year-old. But my body can't keep up. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is cut off that top branch up there, the one that's poking up. Cut off that one there. Basically anything that's in the way of the net. Anything that's poking the net up. So I'm gonna go over the top and just clip with the clipper. So this is what I've cut so far. Right? And those top branches you saw before. Right? Look at that. And I'm in here doing it. Trying to go around and around, trim, so the net can just slide down. But this other loquat this massive one. It had all this hanging over the fence, right? These were hanging over the fence. There's a ton of loquats. So I just pulled it back from the fence. It was hanging over there. So we're gonna let these ripen here. We might get some, maybe, right? From this big boy here. And I noticed it's hanging over that neighbor's fence too. I've got neighbors everywhere here. This is like a intersection for 3 houses, 3 neighbors. Okay, so I just went in there and cut up some big branch, well, a little branch down there, and this big one here that was hanging over the neighbor's fence. And as you can see, the birds are busy here too, right? They're busy everywhere. They don't care. It's like, catch us if you can. Yeah, so I could have let these hang over the fence and my neighbor could have had them, but they're not. They're not. Well, all my neighbor. Well, except maybe my new neighbor. I've got a new neighbor. He's a little interested, but these other neighbors here, they're not so much. So I don't think they'll care. Yeah, so just let these hang here. Yeah, now look at this root out of nowhere. Oh, wow, look at that. I rarely ever come here. This looks like a chili pepper or a gooseberry, but it's a nasty weed. Nasty weed. What's going on here on this loquat tree? Anyone know what this is? Okay. So yeah, I rarely ever come back here. This is the back corner of the property, and I've got this plant here. Does anyone know what this is? This is a weed, very invasive. I keep cutting it down every year to the ground, but it comes back. Does anyone recognize it? It seems like it's warm temperate or subtropical. I like the birds of paradise, but this, oh my gosh, nasty, real nasty. It's underneath the loquat and macadamia. That's the macadamia tree there, that guy there. And that's green gauge plum over there, which didn't give us any plums this year. Wow, first time in 10 years. It took a year off. All right. See guys how it's like a jungle back here? And people tell me, why did you move to Cairns? Why did you move to the tropics? Guys, this is the tropics. This is the tropics. Without the humidity and without the crocodiles. So, to me, this is like the tropics. It's just colder, that's all guys. It's just colder. It's the only difference. Okay, so I think we're ready to put the net on now. I think. Yeah, maybe pull these out too from the front of the tree. Or they can go back. Push them back with a net. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, they've come all the way here. Oh geez. I don't know if I can suppress this branch. I'm going to lose a lot of loquats though if I... And what's this? Ah, it's a branch out of nowhere. A branch out of nowhere. This is a fig, an unidentified fig. I don't know which one this is. It just sprung up on its own. I didn't plant this, believe it or not. I've had it for 7 years, and I've got 5 cuttings from it, and they're all growing in pots. And they're little black figs, like the like the mission fig. And these come in summer, so we'll see. We'll try to identify this too when the figs come. Okay, guys. I think I'm ready to put. There's another branch I have to cut. That one up there, the one I showed you earlier. That one there. Yep, that has to come down too. Otherwise I can't slip the net. I can't slip the net down. Yeah, the parrots are here. They're the ones doing the damage. Combination of lorikeets and minor birds. They're up there singing to each other, up in the pine tree. Hear him? He's hiding. Yeah, he's annoyed. He's annoyed. He's annoyed. Yeah, there he is. Up on that. Yeah, him. He's the one that's punched all the holes into the loquats. Him and his buddies. All right, guys. Now, the way we do the netting, we use a rake. So I grab the rake and throw the net over. Oh, well, you'll see. You'll kind of see. You'll probably see the finished job. It's hard for me to film and throw nets, but let's do it. Yeah, this is a lifesaver, this rake. Any long stick with a head on it, a broom. They're getting really annoyed now. It's a symphony. It's a symphony of annoyance. They saw me cast the net with a rake. See how I do it? Oh boy. It's a symphony. Guys. Alrighty. We're almost there. Right? There's a couple of small holes from last summer, from the jujube. Right? I'm just gonna have to hope that the birds don't get too cocky, or maybe close it up. I don't know. Maybe close it up because they're nasty. They're really nasty. So everything's covered now. I just gotta tie it up underneath. And all this was possible using the rake. You don't need a second person. All you need is an old, broken rake with missing teeth that I've had for 24 years. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, so now I just need to grab it and tie it underneath. Oh, what's this? We've got 3 marcots. 1, 2, 3. 3 marcots, but we're not doing that. We've got way too many loquats, guys. They're an invasive species in some areas. Okay. Done. It's not perfectly protected unless I go removing a lot of branches, right? But it's 80% protected. Like this whole front area, all this area here is protected except for that under there. So, and right, so I could remove those 2 little branches down there, that one there, so it doesn't attract their attention. But they can get in underneath, guys. Look, it's all open there, and it's all open here. The net was too small. It was just missed out on size. So this is open under here. That over there is all open. Yeah, and you know, so I did the best I could. It's more of a deterrence than Fort Knox. Definitely not Fort Knox. There will be some entry. There will be some collateral damage, but not like before, man. Oh man, everything at the top was gone. So if we get half, 50%, I'm happy. I'm happy, guys, with 50% of the bounty, right? So they can't get in from behind. Well, there's a little hole there and they can. It's another hole. Darn it. Where are we? Yeah. There. Where is it? Is it there? Yeah. Somewhere there there's a hole. I don't know if the camera can see it. But yeah, there's a couple of holes. But oh well. Oh well, right? So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Ah, man. What a mess. It's part of gardening, guys. Part of gardening. What have we got here? Do we have anything? These are the ones I cut down from the top. It's okay. It'll do. Alright guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. See you from the next one. Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and have a good one.